Hey everyone, good morning from New Zealand. A beautiful but windy day here in Wellington, which it usually is like that. I'm just dropping in today to talk to you about a bit of a realization that I've had that has become really hard to ignore. And that realization might change things around here at the Leverage Mama. But I think it's for the best because, authentically I need to show up as myself. And my blog, The Leverage Mama, has been around for about 18 months. I talk a lot about motherhood friendly income, creating extra income streams, getting out of debt, which is great, right? And a lot of you are probably here because you downloaded my debt reduction cheat sheet, which is epic, by the way, if you haven't. But the realization I have come to recently is that all this talk about debt on my blog is it's not aligned with who I am. Because if you have been following me for a while, or you know me in person, you'll know that I'm a really positive person, sometimes annoyingly so. I believe strongly in what you focus on, you get more of. What you spend your time thinking about is going to manifest itself in your life. So here I have been on a debt-free journey, talking non-stop about debt. It doesn't really gel, right? At all. So the realization that I've come to is that I am talking about the wrong stuff. I actually personally, in my personal life, I don't focus on debt. I don't talk about it. I hate talking about it, actually. I hate talking about owing money. I like talking about making money and growing money. But I don't, if you chat to me, I'll be talking about positive stuff, about the things that I'm doing to make a difference in my life and my family's life, about all the good stuff that's happening. I don't rabbit on about debt. And basically I rabbit on about debt on this blog, and that's just not working. So I'm not going to talk about debt anymore on this blog. Probably not online, actually, at all. And this might not go down so well with some of you, I know that, because of the fact that you might be here, because I am, trying to help you get out of debt. But the direction that I'm going to go in, I think you'll probably like anyway. And if you don't, then hey, we're not aligned, and that's okay. Scroll on by. There are so many blogs out there and websites that focus on debt repayment, getting out of debt, debt-free journey. There are so many. I'm not going to be one of them anymore. And you might be wondering how this is going to change things. What am I going to talk about? Well, I am now going to be much more heavily focused on abundance and wealth creation. So rather than, hey, here are some nifty ways that you can spend less or pay off your debt faster, I'll be talking more about, the mindset that it takes to create wealth. The value I can add for you is how to get you into the right headspace for creating wealth, creating financial freedom, and from the perspective of a mum or mom. I don't want anyone to think that they're not in a position to change their financial outlook or improve their financial situation because they're a mother or a parent on a reduced income or on one income family, because it's not true. It is not true. I'm in a better position now than I have ever been, and I don't have a steady job. We're on one income here. I'm making lots of sacrifices while I build this business, but that's okay. So, my word of the year, I think I put it on my Instagram last year, was abundance, and that's not debt. Debt isn't abundance. Debt's like the opposite of abundance. So what do you think? Do you think this is a positive move? I'm actually working on something at the moment. It's a course or a coaching program along the very lines of what I'm talking about right now, of abundance and creating the right mindset to create wealth, generate income, create financial freedom in motherhood. So I'm actually super excited about it, because I've been writing courses for the last year because I want to help you practically, like actually help you do the things that I've done to change my financial situation around completely and improve it so much. And I've toyed with different topics like Escape Debt Forever was a program that I started writing, and I really believed in that at the time. It was all about, let's reframe our perspective of debt to make it not so acceptable for starters, and see why we were doing this to ourselves in the first place. And I still believe in getting out of debt. Absolutely. I think it's really important first step if you want to find financial freedom. If you want to grow your wealth, then you need to get out of debt, especially consumer debt, any high interest debt. So, yep, that's cool, but that program probably won't ever see the light of day. What will come out, what I am working on now, which I can't quite socialise right now because I haven't quite decided on the name and the approach, but it's epic. It is freaking epic. It's basically all of the stuff that I've done to change my situation, and I'm sharing it with you to make it's a lot practical and a lot magic. That's all I can say for now. So more about that later, but I'd love to know what you think about this new direction. Does it excite you that you come to my blog and you'll find more stuff about creating wealth, generating wealth, growing wealth, and creating abundance and financial freedom? Like, my focus is going to be solely on that. Or does it disappoint you that I'm not going to be writing about how to get out of debt faster? I would love to hear your thoughts on that, because that's how we're going to roll around here now, which is just, I don't know, it makes me feel really excited about the future direction of my blog, because I talk about that stuff all the time in my personal life. I think about it a lot all the time, so it only makes sense that I'm going to write about it too. I'd love to know what you think, and let me know. You might leave me. It's okay though. It's okay to leave if I'm not, my new me, 2019 Leverage Mama, is not aligned with what you want right now. Stick around if you want more abundance in your life.